Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Maddie Davis, and I am back. Back with a Filmbuff Friday review of what I watched in August. So this is my birthday month. Next weekend I am going camping. Don't know where yet, but it's gonna be in a safe place. And it's gonna be great. The 8-year-old Girl Scout in me is so hyped. So this month I watched a lot of movies for the other videos I reviewed. Here, and here. So what is left to review ranges from American Psycho to WAP. I am so excited to jump into my thoughts and my opinions. Honestly, I started this channel knowing that I struggle with verbalizing my opinions and sharing them with other people. And I think for me, acting and playing characters is a safe place for me to have opinions and to take stances. And genuinely, I feel like YouTube and making these videos is such a great next step for me. I have a lot going on under the surface, and I kind of find myself playing dumb in social situations, and I want to share more. I want to feel confident enough to share my opinions, especially when it's about things I love, like movies. And I think this is a great first step for me to be striving for. So with all that said, let's jump into the review. La 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 la. So first we have American Psycho. Oh my gosh. I think my first interaction with this film was an Instagram edit that was super edgy and aesthetic, and I was just like, oh my god, that Christian Bale, wow, what an attractive man he is. This is set in the 80s Wall Street boom, and it totally comments very clearly on materialism and narcissism, and pretty much the behaviors of our main psychopath character are very much related to the behaviors and habits surrounding the business world of these elites. Branching off of that, I think I was inspired personally to have a better skincare routine. I think Christian Bale's obsession with perfect skin and perfect skin routine and physical workout routine really inspired me, honestly. Like, that kind of vanity doesn't do bad, you know? Something that really caught me off guard in this movie were the comments that Patrick Bateman makes in public to strangers, to his girlfriend, Reese Witherspoon, that were so vile and gross. And then realizing how passable these comments are because he's an attractive white male rich guy. Like, it was satire here, but that's real. The behaviors of a narcissist and a psychopath are so passable. That's concerning. A criticism I heard about this movie that I'm going to debunk is that women in this film were not developed. Like, there were no female characters developed in any redeeming qualities or whatever. But the thing that I loved was that this movie was a total perspective movie. We got to see how Patrick Bateman viewed women. He saw them as objects. They were more of meat. They were commodities. No value for their life, just for the thrill of whatever he was doing to them. So definitely some good world building and good choices. Also, our director is Mary Herron. I had no idea this was female directed. Finding out this was female directed, again, made me realize there are so few female directors in film. I can count on my fingers less than 5 directors I have worked with that are female. I've worked with a lot of directors. Yes, again, wow. Out of all the movies I've seen for this channel, this one definitely ranks in the top 3. And I have to say it's because of the aesthetics and the directing style. The opening sequence and the music, all combined, left me so satisfied. I would definitely watch this movie again. American Psycho, fan. And then the last thing on this movie, because I've talked a lot about this movie, oh my god, that ending. Is it a hallucination? Is it real? I didn't even play with the idea that this was a fantasy in his head. But then talking about it with other friends who love this movie and reading about it, I totally realized it totally could be a fantasy. And then I started thinking about different plot points, like the cop car blowing up, just the perfection of each killing, how glamorous it is. It doesn't matter if it's real, because he's being protected by the people around him. And then his secretary who's going through his journal, the only tangible thing we have to look at to see if this is real. And she's just crying, and we know, what is she gonna do with this? Is this proof? Is this gonna kick him out of his spot? Probably not. I think the ending was ambiguous in whether he did that, but very clear on saying there are so many psychopaths that are passing along right in front of our eyes and in positions of power. And then the whole last shot, I believe, is him just scanning the room of white males with an inner dialogue. Damn. And then last thing, Christian Bale said his performance was inspired by a Tom Cruise interview with David Letterman. How profound. How accurate. Next on my list is Before Sunrise. Oh my god! This is one of my favorite movies of all time. So yes, I have seen it before, but my boyfriend, Bubby, has not. So we watched it and I cried all the same. I think this is one of my favorite movies and trilogies because it's so authentic. It's definitely right in the lane of the kind of work I want to do. And so if you don't already know, this is part of a 3-movie series by Richard Linklater. In this movie, there's about 10 years in between each film, and it centers around the development of a beautiful budding relationship between two strangers who meet in Vienna. And oh my god, I'm gonna tear up. I think this is one of the most accurate on-screen portrayals of love. It didn't feel cheesy watching it again or watching it for the first time. Oh, I feel moved. Oh my gosh. I also really love how both of their characters are explored so dynamically and with each other. They have this one scene in this movie specifically where they're talking about how God could just be the space between two people. Not people as individuals, but it's just the space in between them. And then that makes me reflect the people in my life who I feel so intimately bonded with. I can talk to them for hours and it's beautiful. Yeah. And so I definitely recommend this movie series if you haven't seen it. Amazing acting. And if I were to get specific about why I liked each movie, I think Before Sunrise has some of the best acting moments. I learned so much from watching. And then the second movie, Before Sunset, has my favorite scene out of all 3 movies. That's all I'll say. And then the third movie, Before Midnight, overall, oh my gosh, overall so moving. I'm crying thinking about it. The ending of that movie punches deep and stays with you beautifully. God, I love them. Julie Delpy. Oh my god, I'm crying. And then Ethan Hawke, just the boy. He grows so much. They both do. Oh my god. Ugh. And then the passage of time in between each movie. Ugh. Okay, next movie. Next on our list is Iron Man. Haha! On a different note. Oh, yeah. So basically all the men in my life have tried to get me in that superhero Marvel world. I don't latch on at all. I don't at all. I love Spider-Man. I've seen all the Spider-Man movies. Oh, Into the Spider-Verse. Great. Oh my god. And I think as an actor, I would be so thrilled to be a part of any of these worlds. Duh. But I think as an audience member, it's just not, I'm not the market. I know that. I'd be much more satisfied watching The Notebook, crying my eyes out. That's just me. Okay, next on my list is the controversial WAP music video and song. Cardi B is my queen. So I am going to play this argument so hard. I love this song so much, and the music video was just the most perfect extension of the persona this song has. Colorful, bold, in your face, just fun. Now I laugh that there's so much criticism of this because literally I don't care. Literally, I don't care. But I'll tell you what I do care about. I care that there are people in my life who have criticism, because I didn't expect it. One comment one of my guy friends made was that this song is so explicit and sends the wrong message to girls and women that it's bringing out bad qualities in women and making them so unattractive. Now that's the attitude that I do not, especially in my immediate circle of people. And then I realized, oh my gosh, this is a deeper thing. I get that it might not be from a malicious viewpoint, but I was thrown off guard because I love this song. It's fun, it's goofy, it's wild. Like, why would anyone want to get in the way of my fun to this song? That's what I think. And then I realized that there are some people who are just so not in favor of that. Not in favor of people enjoying this goofy, sexy side to themselves. This song's a fantasy that Cardi B and Meg create. And I think that for people to have such hatred for this song, or for people liking this song, really don't respect or like women all that much, honestly, because there are so many different types of women and there's dynamics. I love this song. I love Cardi B. I know all the lyrics and raps to almost all of her songs, but I'm not underdeveloped or a bad influence in any way, right? I, like most women, am a multi-dimensional person. I have a goofy, corny, sexy side that this song just taps into for me. That's why I jam out to it every day while driving to work, or have for the past week. And I guess this judgment from people could just simply lack awareness of my experience or other people's experience with this music. For me, I feel totally in my zone. And I also know in a bigger picture, I get really... like, there are so many women out there who are putting up with sex, who have feelings of obligation to be with someone and continuing a sexual relationship they don't want to have. And that deeply makes me sad. I support having fun to songs that make you feel sexy and goofy, and I also support a positive relationship between women and their sexual experiences and satisfaction. And the hate that I've seen this song get from my immediate circle, from strangers, from, I don't know, people, from what I perceive, is against the things that I support, are against those things that I just said. I guess my experience with the song, along with other women's experience listening and dancing to the song, is we feel connected to a freaky fun side, and that's not bad. And then also the argument about women need to respect their bodies more. I don't even need to dissect that. That's pretty laughable. Sorry. So yeah, WAP. 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 And that sums up my review of what I watched in August. It's a short and sweet list. I know next month's is gonna be huge because I freed up my work schedule a little bit more. Thank you, shift manager Isaac. You're the best. And on a scale of 1 to yum, we got this scale every time. I have to say this was a macaroni in the pot WAP 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 review of, yes. Okay, so that sums it up, all of it, that sums it up. If you liked this review, what I watched in August, please give it a like, thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. I am trying to work up a following, so be a part of it. Thanks. And I'll catch you next week on next week's Filmbuff Friday review. So excited for what's to come, and I will catch you then. Bye!